So next I'll show how to download a list of sequences using the list of GenBank accession numbers, and the tool to do that is called getGB over here, and you can see the help at the bottom for how to use it. What we need is to have a list of accession numbers, of GenBank accession numbers in our galaxy history. We don't have one of those now, so what we'll need to do is upload that text. So I'll click over here on Upload File, and then I have a set of those accession numbers in an Excel file over here. So I'll just copy those out and paste them back into the box at the bottom. And so that's a column list of GenBank accession numbers. These are crustacean 28S genes. And it will auto-detect what kind of file it is. In this case, it's a text file, so we can tell it that it's a text file if we want. And then I will click Execute. So we see that this pasted entry then is showing up in our galaxy history over at the top right. We can change the name of this file if we want. I will call this accession numbers and save it. Now, if we go back to the getGB tool, we can see on the pop-up list that that file shows up, and it's number 3, accession numbers. And we can choose whether we have to make sure to choose either nucleotide or protein, and that has to match the type of sequences these are. These are nucleotide sequences, and those will be in the nucleotide database, which is a different database on GenBank than the proteins, and that's why we have to specify that. We can also specify the type of output. So first I'll choose FASTA, and then in a minute I'll show a different file format. So we click on Execute, and now Galaxy Osiris is contacting GenBank, downloading the data, and as it's spinning here, it means that the tool is running. Turns green, that means it worked. We can click on the eye, and we can see that we got 5 sequences, and from these crustaceans. So that is downloading as a FASTA file. Now maybe we want to also have these as a PhyTab file. And PhyTab is a tab delimited format that we use a lot in Osiris to do multi-sequence, multi-partition analyses. So one thing we can do is we can click on this thing that we just ran, this tool that we just ran, and you see there's a circle arrow here. If we click on that circle arrow, that allows us to run the job again, to run the tool again. So the exact same attributes that I chose before come up again here. But what I want to do in this case is change this to a PhyTab file. Now, it's hard for PhyTab to read exactly what these genes are from GenBank because there's a lot of variation in the name. So we force you to put in manually what we want to call all these genes. So it's assuming when we upload PhyTab from this tool that they're all of the same gene type. In this case, these are 28S, so I'll put that in there and then hit Execute. So again, it's contacting GenBank, downloading the data, but now instead of saving it as a FASTA file, it's saving it as a PhyTab file. So again, we can click on the eye here and see what the data look like. So in this case, we have these data are actually in columns, and we have in the first column is the species name, so it pulled out the species name from GenBank. Next column is the name of the gene that we specified. Third column is the accession number, and the fourth column is the sequence. And then in this PhyTab format, this is versatile in that we can use it in a lot of different tools within Osiris.